Hello there, my friends. It's Jen Pitta with By the Shore Stamping. Welcome into a new Teach Me Tuesday episode. Today I'm actually featuring a brand new product, an actual bundle called Blended Seasons. Today is July 31st, 2018. And this bundle will become available as of August 1st to all of the customer base of Stampin' Up. As a demonstrator, we've been able to order this throughout the month of July, but from August 1st through August 31st, this little bundle of products is available while supplies last. And you can order these items individually or as the bundle, at least the stamps and the dies. So this is the stamp set here. And then this is the die set. And I'm really excited about the dies because it's a great shape for one. This is great for scrapbooking. It's great for card making. It's great for a whole bunch of different reasons. But what's really neat about this one is when you cut out the image, and I don't have the inside handy at the moment, but I'll show you in a second. When you cut out the image, you're actually going to get that stitching on the outside, on the negative piece, and on the piece that gets cut out. So on the little label part, that has the stitching as well as this outer edge. So it gives you stitching on both sides of the frame, which is different than the stitched shapes framelits that we have. So that's a really neat feature, and it's just got some really great little cutouts. And I love the stamp set because it's kind of very versatile. You've got some leaves for fall, you've got some kind of Christmassy sort of things here, and with the Merry Christmas greeting. You've got some flowers, which is great for all sorts of occasions. You've got some kind of, what are those called? I can't think of that, but that kind of reminds me of fall-ish too, and then just some leaves that you can actually wrap into like a wreath. So lots of potential for this. And what's really exciting about this bundle, obviously, well, you can buy the bundle, the stamp set, and the dies as a bundle, the Blended Seasons bundle, and it's $77.25 for the wood mount, so that would be the full stamp set and the dies, or $64.75 for the clear mount version, which is what I have here. Plus, they're introducing a second assortment of watercolor pencils. Now, these aren't part of the bundle. It's a separate item. These are $12.50 for the 10 new colors. So we already have one set of colored pencils, and now we're introducing another set with all different colors. So now we have 20 colors in the watercolor pencils, plus if you got the soft sayings, no, I'm sorry, not the soft sayings, it's the, oh, I can't think of the name of it, but there's another card kit that is all coloring, and it has 2 additional watercolor pencil, full-size watercolor pencils in there that aren't anywhere else either, so that's really cool too. So we've got, and actually I'm just looking, I think one of those colors was Flirty Flamingo, and it's actually in here as well, so it would actually be a duplicate, but we've got 20 different colors for sure, 10 here and 10 in the original assortment. So that's super exciting. So what I wanted to do for you today is I'm going to build a little card for you, and I'm going to I don't have a finished sample yet. I kind of have what I want to do in my head, but I haven't actually taped it all together. So I'm going to first show you what I'm going to do for the coloring part. So StazOn works best for watercoloring, for blender pen, because it won't bleed. So I'm going to use a little bit of StazOn, and I'm going to actually have to kind of press on this pretty hard because my ink pad is kind of dry, so it's going to be a little bit light, but I don't really mind because I'm going to color it in anyway, so that will be a nice pop of color. I love the smell of StazOn ink. I don't know why. It smells kind of almondy to me, but it smells so yummy. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and then quickly, I'm just going to stamp this down here and lift that up. So now I have my image to color, and I'm going to grab the, I'm not going to color this whole thing because it would take forever, but I'm going to show you some little tips and tricks for what I do for coloring. So I know that I want the centers of these flowers to be yellow, so let's just color this little middle one here. So I'm going to color the center of the flower yellow with my watercolor pencil. Now you can use watercolor pencil dry and just leave it like that. I love to use mine with my blender pen. Where did I put my blender pen? Here it is. So I'm gonna make sure it's clean, and then I'm just gonna use that to kind of blend out that color. It just makes it look a little bit softer so you can see. And then when I'm done with the yellow, I'm just gonna scribble that out on my scrap paper, and then I can switch colors. Next, I'm gonna do the purple, and so I want the center of the flower to be a little bit darker, so I'm actually gonna come in here with my pencil, and I'm just gonna go around the center with the pencil, and I'm going to color pretty dark here. I'm going to actually leave some really dark smudges from the inside out here. And then I'm just going to take the pencil and lightly color and just kind of scribble in each of the leaves, because I want the whole flower to be purple, but I want the inner part to be darker. So I'm just gonna kind of quickly color in the rest of the flower, and as you can see, I'm really just scribbling. Okay, so you can see what that looks like. Okay, now I'm gonna take my blender pen that's been all cleaned out, and I'm gonna kind of start from the middle, sort of blend that color outward. Okay, before I go into the outer petals, I'm going to go ahead and clean that off, and then I'm just going to kind of smudge these a little bit. Now with the blender pen, because I'm just using regular paper, I don't want to go over this too many times as the paper will pill. If you're using watercolor paper, that would be totally different, and it would actually work really great with watercolor paper and the aqua painter, but I just wanted to use my blender pen today. So I'm just gonna try and go over this super quickly one time. I don't want to go over and over because, like I said, that will make the paper kind of get all yucky. All right, so I've done that. Now I'm just gonna kind of blend some of this outward quickly so that it's not such a harsh line from each of that. Still going to be a little bit of a line there, but I'm just going to kind of soften that a little bit. There. So there we go. We have a little bit darker in the middle. I would probably let that dry for just a quick second and maybe go back in and sort of just brighten up a little bit in the middle to give it a little bit distinction of the color. But you would do the same thing for all the flowers and then the leaves. And then I'm going to take the that die I showed you, and I'm gonna cut out this with this die. Okay, and through the magic of television, I have already done that. So now I have my finished colored version with my blended images, and I'm gonna just put these pencils away. Get them out of the way. And now I'm going to assemble the rest of my cards. So what I did next is I took the two sizes here and I put them through the Big Shot with my magnetic platform so that I could cut out kind of like a rim to go around this piece. So I used Coastal Cabana. So this is Gorgeous Grape, and this is the Granny Apple Green, which is the pencil that's in there, and then Crushed Curry. And then I took the Coastal Cabana that's here, and I'm gonna go ahead and tape these all together. You can see where I cut out the edges. There's the negative, and then if you were to put this together, you would see it was on the outer edge as well. I am using contraband tape today. I just got back from Alaska from the incentive trip, and I totally forgot to submit my order. So I have like no adhesive in the house because I used the rest of it on my trip for my swaps, and my luggage got left at the pier, so whoops, and I did have some leftover adhesive in there, but it is in the luggage that is still on its way to me, so we have to use a little bit of contraband today. All right, so there's that little piece. Okay, Then I'm going to take, I'm using a piece of gray granite as the base piece. So that's 8.5 by 5.5, and then just fold it in half to make a card base. And I'm using the back side of one of the patterns from the Animal Expedition Designer Series paper. That is still on sale for one last day today, which is July 31st. You can buy 3, get 1 free of all the $11 Designer Series papers. So that's a great deal. I'm just going to tape that down. This is Lemon Lime Twist and this is Granny Apple Green, but I think they kind of go really nicely. And because this is muted a little bit because it's colored, it actually looks kind of cool. I think it's pretty close. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pop this up. So I'm going to use some dimensionals and pop this. Give it a little bit of depth. Kind of went crazy with the dimensionals here, but it's okay. So I'm going to pop these on here. I love that the stamp set has a variety of greetings. So today I'm just going to use congrats because I can always use one of those. And it was kind of on a smaller side, so it just looked nice with this layout. So I'm going to put this here. And I didn't actually tape this very well, so before I do that, I'm just going to trim this up because I missed when I was layering. So, but no one will know. So I'm just going to trim this out because it's bugging me, and then we'll be good to go. Okay, so now it's stuck to my finger. Come off. Oh goodness, these dimensionals are super strong. I'm going to put this kind of a little bit off to the side here. Like that. Okay, this is coming together nicely. Next up, I already stamped the congrats, and I want it to kind of be up in that little corner, but I am going to do a little banner edge here. And this is going to be kind of flat against this. I could just put a little bit of dimensionals, just using the edge piece here. I'm just going to put it on the very edge of this because that's actually going to be popped up a little bit from, if you notice, because this is popped, it was kind of like hanging off the edge here but wasn't meeting, and I didn't want to tape it down and be flat. So I'm going to just go ahead, put a little bit of dimensional there, and then I'll stick regular adhesive on the other side, and that will even that out. Oh, and actually I didn't want to completely tie that down yet. I also cut out one of these little flowers in Gorgeous Grape and one of these leaves in the Granny Apple Green, and I just snipped the leaves off a little bit. So I'm going to add some tape to that on the back side. It's going to get kind of stuck under here, so I don't have to use a ton, but I don't want to tape that all the way down yet because I want to secure it under that greeting. So I'm going to put, oops, sorry, I just whacked my head on the phone. It is actually the wee hours of the morning right now. It's almost 3 a.m. and I am still up and going. My schedule is so out of whack. I just decided I was going to get everything I needed to get done tonight while I was still wide awake, and then I'll go to sleep and I can just sleep until I want to, go for my little walk, and then I can hit the road for my card class tomorrow. I have a double-header card class. So the plan is to get everything cut and prepped. So I am ready to go tomorrow, but I was still wide awake, so we're doing this super early today. I kind of wanted this to be a little bit higher. So I'm going to move this up just a tad so that the flower will fit under there. Like that. And then I'm going to put the flower here so it will tuck right under that congrats. So we'll just do this. Kind of playing with this on the fly because, like I said, I kind of had a general idea of what I wanted to do with it, but hadn't really laid it all out. Okay, so there's that. And then the last step is I just wanted a little embellishment to cover that flower. So I'm going to go ahead and take one of the clear faceted gems. I think the smaller size will work good. I don't want it to take too much emphasis away from my colored flowers. So I'm going to go ahead and stick that right in the middle. And there we have the finished card. So that was using the Coastal Cabana and Gorgeous Grape. I got blue ink under my fingernail. It's not dirt, it's actually ink. Surprise, surprise. And then I used that little pattern paper in the lemon lime twist to kind of pull that all together. So this is a really great bundle. As I said, you can purchase it beginning August 1st, but just one little note that July 31st, which is today, you can actually put this stamp set and or the watercolor pencils and or those dies into your starter kit if you wanted to purchase the starter kit. And right now in July, it's an amazing deal. It's $99. You pick $125 worth of product of your choice. So you could select these items, which I said the pencils are $12.50. The dies are $33 by themselves. The stamp set is either $53 for wood mount or $39 for clear mount. Or you could do the bundle, which would be $77.25 for the wood mount or $64.75 for both with the clear mount. So you could use those bundles or the individual items as part of your $125 in your starter kit. So it's $99 plus tax. You get free shipping and you get to pick $125 worth of product of your choice. So you could pick this if you wanted, but you don't have to. You can book anything in the annual catalog that you want. And then you also get to select a full color collection of ink pads. So we have the in colors, so you could pick all of those. We have neutrals, you have brights, subtles, and then the regals. So you could pick one color family and get 10 ink pads for free in addition to your starter kit. So that's $125 worth of product plus the $67.50 in ink pads. So that's an amazing deal, and it's only for one more day. So that is an option for you. If you really love this and you wanted to put it in your starter kit, you could do that. Or you can just order that beginning August 1st as a customer special while supplies last. I'll be playing with that more, I'm sure, throughout the month, but I just wanted to give you a little sneak peek of what's coming and let you know that it was available for the starter kit and remind you that that is going away as of today. So hopefully you're watching this right on the 31st. If not, the starter kit's always a great deal. You just won't get those ink pads. So always, if you've got any questions, please reach out anytime. It's Jen Pitta, JenPitta at Comcast.net. Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to subscribe because I will be back again next week with another Teach Me Tuesday video. Have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon.